On this episode, we will see what our high school teachers and students icks.
We'll also see what our students are doing during the summer and have a fun recap of everything we did.
All of this and more on this week's episode of The Buzz. Welcome back to another episode of The Buzz. Here we bring you daily buzz on all that is happening at Oxford High School. I'm Zakoria.
And I'm Ariana. Let's get started. Students, as you know, we have had a long and difficult school year filled with good and bad memories. So to put it all to an end, two of our students will be asking everyone about their icks that made them go ew or this year. Let's check it out.
Boo! Alright, so, guys, it's our last episode, and we gotta go out with a banger. So, we're finna go interview people. Yeah, we're finna go interview. Okay, who are we here with?
Tawaria.
Okay, and what is your biggest ick?
The phone policy.
Why is that your biggest ick?
Because, like, it could be an emergency, you know, like, I need my phone, you know? Like,
right.
And then maybe they should make it, like, where now we should, like, when we done with all our work, we can be on our phones. You know, I feel like that's equal to me, you know?
Right. Okay, thank you, Tamaria. Okay, who am I here with?
Nevaeh.
Okay, and what is your biggest ick that you have?
The dress code. Cause why can't I wear leggings? Why can't I wear sweatpants? Why can't I wear shorts? Why can't I show my shoulders? Why can I not show my elbow? Why can I not show my, like, at this point I can't show my forehead. It's getting over the top and I just want to wear what I can, and then every day I'm over here looking like a bum because all I can wear is some freaking jeans and one pair of a shirt. Like, it's just obnoxious.
Right. What interesting words that we just got from Nevaeh, guys.
Fix it.
Okay, who are we here with?
Thank you. They know me. Here with Omar. Y'all know the biggest, the baddest. My ick is when we are at lunch and people just decide to chew so loudly in my ear. It just make me want to pop them. But I be holding it because I know God is watching me. So that's one of my icks. Another ick is when someone steals my pencils and they don't return them. Did you pay for that? Did you pay for that pencil? I didn't think so. But those are my icks. And let me tell you this. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and pass your classes and vote me.
Okay, who are we here with?
Lele the baddest.
Okay, and what is your biggest ick?
When the boys come to school with them little old shirts on, like it's their brother's shirts, and they be showing like half of their stomach, and then like the shirt be cut, like it just makes me so mad. Cause like, why you got that little old shirt on?
Right.
And then when the girls come to school with them braids that be like got the knot at the top and it's so big, and then like they got like a different color hair, and they're not the regular hair color, it makes me so mad.
What she said.
Yeah.
Cut. Are you done?
Bro, go!
Okay, who are we here with?
Omar.
Okay, and what is your biggest ick that you have?
I'm saying what my biggest ick is. It's been making me mad all year. Okay. We dismissed, right? Okay. People all up in the hallway, but they don't know how to walk. For real, they don't know how to walk.
Right.
So they have to walk around. They catch attitudes. Pick your feet up and let's keep moving.
Right.
Wow, it's very interesting to see what the students' icks were. Now, let's see about the teachers' icks. Go.
What about
Teleprompter's not moving.
What about the teachers? For this next segment, we interviewed some teachers you may know about what their icks are. While being a teacher, let's take a look.
What's your name?
Mr. Aldridge.
And what's your teacher ick?
Excuses and late work.
What's your name?
Miss Robinson.
And what's your teacher ick?
When I tell students to put something away and they act like it's the worst thing in the world.
What's your teacher ick?
Certain smells, certain odors that can trigger
Mr. Sontag.
And what's your teacher ick?
I can't stand when people bring food and drink in the lab because it might be a chemical and they just, might drink the wrong thing.
What's your name?
Mr. Fuller,
Yes, sir. And what's your teacher ick?
talking during announcements.
What's your name?
My name is Candace Finley.
And what's your teacher ick?
So my teacher ick is probably students that aren't taking responsibility for their own actions. So in my class, if they miss a deadline or they let a partner down and they don't film their part of a segment or anything like that, taking ownership for your own actions is so huge, not just in high school, but also in the workplace. Your boss one day, if you mess up, they expect you to own up to it. Don't throw somebody under the bus if you knew that it was something that you could have done better to get the job done. So that is my teacher ick.
Wow, that was really interesting. Thank you to all the teachers for participating. For our last episode, we are going to review movies over the decades and see how much they made, who made them, and the students' opinions on them.
Hello, I'm Jacob Summerlin, and today I am here with
Jaden.
And today we are going to be talking about movies over the years. So, for our first movie, we have The Grinch from 2000. What did you think about that movie?
I would have to say it's an incredible Christmas movie, hilarious. I love the dog in there, but I love all dogs. You know.
I liked it because it had Jim Carrey, and I love his movies. He's a great actor. They're really good. I like some of his comedy movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now on to Shrek. What did you think about Shrek?
One of the best movies on planet Earth. I truly love Shrek.
Alright. For me, I really like Shrek. I like all the movies. The first one's a classic, and you can't really mess up or try to make a better movie if you're starting with the classic one. So I think it was good. The other ones are better, but they cannot overdo the first one. For Lilo and Stitch, what do you think about that one?
It's my favorite Disney movie. I love Stitch. He's so silly and cute. And all of the noises he makes, it's adorable. And the meaning behind the movie is beautiful. I really think it's beautiful because it brings everybody together and it shows love everybody, you know?
For me, I like Stitch mainly in the movie, but the movie in general is good because it's got a good message that you don't judge a book by its cover. I like the actors in it. I don't really remember any names right now, but I'm just really excited for the new live action one because it looks like they're sticking with it. Other Disney live action movies, I don't think they actually stuck with the original or the idea.
Yeah.
But this one, I think they're actually doing it because he looks like he's right out of the movie. But anyway, now on to Freaky Friday, another Disney movie classic. What did you think about that one?
I really love Freaky Friday. It is so interesting and the plot is so original and it's truly a classic. I mean, it's one of the best movies out there. Great plot, very entertaining, hilarious. And overall, it's just a great movie.
For me, honestly, I love the movie. It's really good. I like the actors. Again, I love talking about the actors, man. I mean, they're just so good. Because Lindsay Lohan, she's got The Parent Trap, another favorite movie of mine. Have you ever seen The Parent Trap?
I think I have, but I can't really remember.
She basically plays two parts. She's like a twin sisters. It's really funny. I love it.
Oh yeah, I think I've watched it.
Anyway, okay. Now we have one of your favorites that I've seen, I think, once. Mean Girls. Can you give us a bit of like story about that?
I love Mean Girls because it's filled with drama, romance. It's basically every girl's favorite movie, and it's such a like girly movie. And it's filled with a lot of drama, and it has a great plot.
I think I saw it like maybe for my first time ever, maybe a couple years ago. Because like I didn't watch it when it first came out. Obviously, I wasn't alive. But then like when the movie was out for a while, I never really watched it because like I knew who Lindsay Lohan was, but I didn't really like care to see it. But then when I saw they were making a second one, I thought, why not? So I thought, I'm gonna watch the first one and then I might watch the second one just so I can see if it was actually worth my time or something. So I liked it. It was good. Anyway, now on to one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, 50 First Dates. So for me, honestly, I love that movie. It's a very good comedy. It talks about real life problems, cause like about Drew Barrymore having the amnesia, I believe it was, from that accident in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it talks about stuff like that in real life, but it had a real good plot, and I really enjoyed it. So, what about you?
Go. Oh, wow! Those are some of my favorite movies.
Jacket Summer is around the corner, and we are so excited to hear all the amazing plans our wonderful students planned. Let's take a peek at what our students have in store for this summer.
Kendra.
Trey.
Okay, and what are y'all gonna do this summer?
I'm going to Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to Florida.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Going on this small little cruise.
Okay.
Travel the world.
Okay. That's it?
Tamaria.
Okay, and what are you doing for this summer? What are you doing?
I'm going on a cruise, y'all. My first cruise. And like, like I gotta get prepared for my birthday,
Yeah, when is your birthday?
August the 13th.
Yeah, happy birthday. Okay, so who is it with?
Jacayla.
Okay, and so what are your plans for this summer? Like, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so first of all, I cheer, so like we have workouts. And so that's practically all my summer. But I plan on working. And then I want to see my man. I'm going to see my man. And then hang out with my 3 out of 3 friend chat.
3.
My 3 out of 3. And I don't know, like, do something. Go to the beach, go to Six Flags. I want to go on a cruise, y'all. Just a whole lot of stuff, because I'm going to be a senior next year, so like I need to scratch things off my bucket list, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, who are you here with?
Treyway.
Okay, and what are you doing over the summer?
Man, football, really, man. We're gonna go crazy this season. Y'all tune in, man, for real. Big 70 Cup, man. Tune in for this season, man. Yeah. To my boy, number 1 receiver right here, man. Tune in with him too.
Wow,
It's on 2.
Wow, I love to see what exciting things the students will be doing this summer. Now let's take a look at the weather for this week.
Weather's not a segment. Go to camera. We're already on camera 2.
Let's skip on to sports.
Let's just
Our
wrap it up.
OHS Jacket Media made some pretty big changes to our content lineup this year.
Really? What changed?
I'm glad you asked. We introduced a new sports show called Inside Yellow Jacket Athletics. This show focuses solely on all things sports, from our game recaps to exclusive interviews with our student athletes.
Yes, that has been a great addition to our content. Here at OHS Jacket Media, we caught up with Coach Bennett to get her impressions of this new and exciting show.
Hi, I'm Ariana. Hey, Coach Bennett. So what are your thoughts on all the coverage that we're doing for our athletics class and for TV production in general?
Well, I love the extended coverage. I know there's a lot that goes on at Oxford High School, activities, clubs, but sports is a big part of that. Obviously, being a coach, I'm very involved in the sports side of it. So I love that you guys have started doing a lot more coverage with that, kind of having your own athletic segment. I think that's really cool. I think it gives the players an opportunity to be recognized. I think it's great. I think you guys have done a really good job with it. Again, I know there's a lot going on, so I think you guys have done a great job with it. I know specifically this season we've done a bunch of interviews, and then you guys have broadcasted a lot of our games, which has been really neat. Even gotten to ride the bus with us a couple times, which was, kind of cool to hear y'all's excitement and y'all's lingo talk about the film production.
All right. How have your experiences been with interviews and these student-led things?
I think they've been really, really positive. I know, a lot of times it's during classes, so, it can be challenging to get over here, get in the door, and get it set up. But I think you guys have done a great job with your questions and with your interviews and how you guys have conducted yourself. I actually have Caden Bice in class right now, and everybody knows him, knows he's a big personality. So we discuss it a lot, and I know he has a lot of big ideas with that. But you guys have all done a good job with your interviews and your questions.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good one.
You too.
We can't wait to bring you more of Inside Yellow Jacket Athletics next season, right here on OHS Jacket Media.
As we wrap up the school year, we've decided to share a special compilation of our favorite moments.
From laughter to learning, we've had an amazing time creating content for you all. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Yeah.
What an incredible year. As we close out this year, we would like to take a moment to express how amazing it was to be in this wonderful class.
Here's to an amazing school year and many more adventures to come.
That's a wrap for our final episode of this school year. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the fall.
Be sure you like and subscribe to us here on OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel. You can also find us at OHS Jacket Media on all our socials.
We hope you have a great summer, and go Big O!